to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Mary B. How are you guys doing today? Hope you're feeling good. Guys, updates. I lost 4 of my luggages and I'm yet to retrieve them till now. I don't know. It's not funny at all without them. Like coming to a new place, I don't have my luggages with me. I don't know why. And it's been easy by God's grace. That's what I can say. It's been easy by God's grace. So I'm just gonna share with you guys my experience coming from Lagos to Scotland, how the whole thing went. So we had to stop over. You know, from Lagos to Doha, from Doha to Heathrow, from Heathrow to Glasgow. So I'm just gonna share with you guys my experience from the beginning to the end, from Lagos till I got to Glasgow. So we took British Airways. We took British Airways from Lagos, and so the funny thing of this. So let me tell you this. For those who are traveling. So this is actually useful for people who are about to come into the UK, and you need 1 or 2 updates, and this will be so helpful for you concerning what you prepare for. So this is it. So because I took Qatar Airlines, so Qatar Airways don't. When I got to Murtala Mohammed, I was told that there's a new airport, so that is where I need to board from. I can't take from the old one. There's a new airport that we need to board from. So we drove there, and apparently it's not as big as the old one. So because of that, first and foremost, we came with our families, and they were not allowed to go in with us. Because they said it would be overcrowded. So they had to stay outside of the door. So myself and my husband are the only ones allowed to enter. And before we entered, I had to ask where's our passports. So I showed them our passports before we could pass through. So my parents, our families, they were waiting for us outside. So in case we have any excess luggage that they can take back home for us, you know. So they're waiting outside, and I don't like that actually. So it shouldn't have been like that. They should be able to come in with us and stay in with us till at the point where our family cannot go beyond again. But no, they have to stay outside. They're not even allowed to come in. So immediately my husband and I stepped inside. So the first thing we faced was, after we got in, before we could enter the next door, we saw like 2 men standing, or 3 of them, 4 of them, I don't know. And they were standing. They said they were meant to check our luggages. We brought our luggages to them, and they opened 1, 2. We had 4 luggages. No, we had 5 luggages. I'll explain why we had 5. So no, apparently for those who are traveling, we are meant to go with 23 kg, 2 for each person. So as for me, I'm meant to go with 223 kg, my husband 23 kg. Then we have a hand luggage of 7 kg, and then your laptop bag, that according to them, that is what you're meant to go. But I had 5 luggages, and I had 5 luggages because I found out that as a student below 30 years of age, under British Airways, you are allowed to have an extra luggage of 23 kg. So you need to register on their students club, which I did. I registered on a students club, and I got an ID card, an ID card that I would present when I get to the airport. So I already downloaded my ID card that I will present to them. So that's why I had 5 luggage. So we are below 30 years. I think Qatar Airlines, so you're free. You can have an extra luggage apart from the 223 kg that you're meant to go with. So they checked my luggages, and when they were done, they didn't take them more than a minute. They're like, oh, what's here? And I told them. And then they're like, okay, so pay 6,000 naira. For what? But I've watched videos, and then I've been told that you have to pay. But I really don't understand what the payment is for. Pay 6,000 naira. And the guy we met at the entrance, one guy that helped us to load in, was telling that they'll collect money, but tell them it's 3K, you will pay. So we got there. I'm told the man 3,000. He said, all these 3,000, I never have to pay 5,000 now. We're dragging. Like I say, when you're in your room, you're like romance. And so I had to pay I paid 4,000 naira. We pay for our loads, and then we're allowed to go in. Then we had to weigh our goods again, which we did. And so that the process of weighing our goods here and there, that some that were too much, I had to put some in my hand luggage, you know. So after weighing those goods, we got to where we have to chip in our. After weighing the goods, we got to where we have to register whatever that we had to do. So we got there, and that was when they told me that how many luggages are mine with. I showed them, and the guy was like, I can't go with all of them. Why? I said Qatar Airways allowed that I go with extra as a student below. I'm here on a study base, below 30 years of age. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he checked my ID card, and he said, oh, sorry, that I'm not allowed to. Why? He said, because I have 2 stopover so it's not allowed. As in a case where I have just one stopover, they would have allowed it to pass, but there's a condition that if I have two stopover or more, that it will be like, I didn't see that. So that's where that struggle begins. So what will I do? And the other luggage, I had things that I needed. So in my hand luggage, I just had to, so basically the fifth one where I had most of our clothes, I just had to look for, I had to quickly buy, see the annoying parts of all. So there was nothing we could do. So they were saying Ghana must go. Ghana must go in the airport. The cleaners were saying Ghana must go. So we had to quickly buy Ghana must go to put some things. So I didn't have an hand luggage of 7 kg, so I had to use that as the hand luggage. I want to buy the Ghana must go. Ghana must, just small ones that are not even strong. Oh. So small ones, it's not strong. Imagine 2,500 naira. Like seriously, 2,500. You know now. I don't even made a book. I shall price and price. Finally, I shall pay 1,500. It's still more like something of 300 naira normally in the market. I bought I bought it for 1,500, and then I had to pack my things in. And then other things I could not go with, I take it back to our family outside, and then we waved out goodbye. Like, okay. I thought I would cry. My mom was there. I thought I would cry. But I don't know that I'm not big. I don't even cry at all. So that was it. And then we got to, after that we were able to enter to go we got in, and after we got in, checks upon checks, we're going through one check or the other, checking this, checking that, and at every point everybody checking you, and they were saying, where's your, you're about to go down, naira will not be needed anymore, where's the extra naira with you? Oh, yeah, drop it. Oh, yeah, drop it. Oh, yeah. At every point you must drop. But me, every naira we had with us, I already gave it to our family. But I had 1,000 naira. I never realized that I had 1,000 naira until after a while I realized that I still have 1,000 naira in my pocket. So we shall go to different places, or nothing, until we go to, we entered the plane, and then we left 1,000 naira. So inside the plane, they gave us what we could eat. And what they could eat, because like I don't even know the kind of person I am. Like, I'm so used to African food, and God help me in this place. I had African food there is so expensive, and you just need to adapt and begin to eat the things they eat here. You don't have to say African food only. So we ate what they said we should eat, so we ate, and then finally we got to Doha. So when we got to Doha, so my stopover was for like 7-8 hours or more. This is it. So I used to think that the stopover they give, when you have a stopover, maybe the airlines will lodge you into an hotel where you can stay. No hotel, no. That's at the airport. Myself and my, thank God we're together. Like, I don't know how it would be like it's just one person. You'll be so lonely and bored, you know. So I saw people who had to like mingle together immediately when they got there, like, you know. So myself and my husband, thank God we had each other. So we're just together, and we're together. And one funny thing I did. Let me confess this, so don't laugh at me. I don't know how this happened, but let me tell you this. Hey, so for the fact that, well, we're about to leave Nigeria, we're about to board our plane. I don't know where I head from. I don't know where I go. So I thought, immediately we leave Nigeria, your SIM will not work again. Like, so any airtime, any data you have on it will be a waste. So that was how. I think we had like 4,000 naira airtime still on our phone, and we had to send it out to people, to friends and family. You have to send it out, and we had 0 naira. And our data, we're just watching whatever we can watch. I think we even transfer data just so we finish everything that. Once we get to Doha, it will be useless. And we're using MTN. So when we got to Doha, it was very useful. I was with myself and I was like, we wish we still have airtime. We wish this, we wish that, we wish that. Who told us that we have to exhaust all our airtime and data? But luckily for us, when we got to Doha, we could use their Wi-Fi. So that was what we switched on to talk to family and friends. So we sat at the airport for straight 7 hours. And funny thing, we got hungry. There was nothing for us to eat. We had no money with us. There was no much cash with us. Let me not say we had. Okay, the thing is, let me say this part. The thing is, at first, I thought the money that we had with us, I thought I left them in the luggage that we get when we get to our destination. So I was already saying, oh, we don't have any money with us, because that was my thought. So we were hungry, and it's not a place where we go and meet somebody. I remember I was telling my brother, I'm so hungry, like, is there nobody you can talk to that can borrow you and refund? I was like, for where? I'm going to meet someone and say, okay, please borrow me money, I will refund you. Ow, who would believe that? If I was the one, would I have believed that? So that was, I remember that we have our dollar card. We had a dollar card and we had little money in there, so we had to enter the stores to buy some armor. It was you know that mean you know those small mini small drink, all those small Fanta that we buy ordinarily now in Nigeria. I bought 2 of them for 2,800 naira. They said when you come to places like this, you don't calculate, you don't convert the money. But that was just so much. I don't understand. So we just bought what we could buy. We had just like how many dollars in the account. So we just bought we bought biscuit, drink, water, just things that could just hold our stomach for a while, you know, because their food that they were selling, I don't know, we could not eat them. So we had to go with what we could eat. We bought that, we ate, and then you had to go check what gate you will board your next plane from. We had to go check, and then we saw where to board from, and the journey continued. From Doha, we got to Heathrow and went through all the checks. Also check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, like went through various checks, declare your this thing, declare, like, but all the same, it was cool, you know. Right from there, everything was going on smoothly. It was fine. Finally, I got my destination. I got to Glasgow. You know what? I only watch you got into Glasgow. Yeah, let's go and claim our luggages. So, and we got to where we claim our luggages, and we stood there for close to an hour plus. Guys, I did not see any of my luggages. I had 4 of them. I did not see any. Hey, and that's when we met a lady who said she has been here since, we got there around 11 o'clock. So she has been here since 8 a.m. and she has been looking for, out of all of our luggages, she's looking for one. So she's looking for one of our luggage, and then she said she was looking for it for like 3 hours. I was like, okay, so how long am I going to stay here? So we met some other Nigerians who were also looking for our luggages. Some saw like 2 out of 4, 3 out of 6. But for me, I did not see anything. I did not see anyone. So I was worried and bothered, like, what's going on? Is it that I could have waited at Heathrow to collect my luggages? Like, but I don't know, you know, all these bots just be thinking of different things, and not quite long. Someone just came out, an official and an officer came out and said, oh, for people who did not see their luggage, you need to fill a form. That is all about the luggage they brought in to fill a form. We go big day, like 4 of my luggage is nothing, and that's where I have all my foodstuffs. So I don't know. We just created the form, we filled the form. So we are speaking to a friend who is in the UK, and was like, oh, we should not worry that same day we should get it, or latest by tomorrow, the next day we should get it. I'm like, oh, hopefully. And I was like, hopefully we get it that same day. We filled the form, we submitted the form, and I saw another lady and her husband who also did not see any of their luggages. 5 of them did not see any of them. So the thing is, okay, so when we got to Heathrow, so from Heathrow to Glasgow, we had to use British Airways. So I remember I said we had to use, we used Qatar from the beginning. So when we get to Heathrow, we use British. I don't even know who I would say made a mistake. Is it the Qatar Airways that we bought from the first time, or the British one we took from Heathrow? I don't know where the misjob came from. But when we got to Glasgow, we shall had to fill the form. The missing luggages, we did that and we submitted. I was telling them, let's just wait a little bit. Maybe by chance, maybe it was me with another this thing, we'll get it. And I waited a little while, nothing. I don't know if I should start crying. I don't even know. It was so it was painful. Like, none of my luggage is none. So what do I expect someone to eat? Like, so that's how we carried our body and we left. And I was telling my husband, now that we don't have any luggages, because the essence of taking a taxi or Uber or a taxi, that's when we have luggage. We don't have luggage, it's just our handbag. And the thing is that the year Ghana must go, I said I bought in the beginning from Lagos. That was how the Ghana must go. The ant tour, and it was so I don't know. Like, the Ghana must go was not good at all. We had to carry the Ghana like you're carrying a baby, because the ends were off already. We had to carry like we're carrying a baby. So my husband like, it was one carrying it. He was tired, I was tired, and then I was saying maybe we just go and enter take a bus to go home instead of taking taxi. We don't know how much it will cost, but we were like, let's take the taxi. And we called our friend, like, oh, with 30 pounds. I'm like, as soon as we have load now, you have been okay. So we finally said, okay, we took a taxi. And they have this meter. So when you enter, once you start your ride, they have this meter that is reading as you're moving. You're seeing the amount you're meant to pay is increasing as you're moving. There's a meter that is reading, you know, not like our Nigerian style. So immediately you enter, you're seeing the meter, you start reading. So we go to our destination. But the funny thing that I don't understand, as we be JJC now. So the person that took us, it was even friendly. We were speaking, asked me which school am I going to, are we here for study, for this? Oh yeah. He was even saying, oh, his wife went to the same school. Like, oh great, that's nice. We laughed, we spoke, and then we're like, this is the first time in the UK. I said, yeah, that's the first time in the UK. Maybe we have said no, and we're like, these people, they don't sabi road. And what's our destination? And when we got to our final destination, I saw on the meter it was really £35 for us to pay, £35. And then my husband was trying to get out of the car to get our things out, and then immediately the guy pressed something on the at the side of his car. I saw that like it pressed something. But then it pressed from £35. I saw £39, and then I said, "Oh guys, yeah, this is the amount you're meant to pay, £39." I wish I could just say I saw. My husband look at me like, shh. Like seriously, I was like, finally paid £9. Oh, paid £9, and we got inside the house, and the cold year. When we first arrived, I was shivering like me. And I already came with, but Diane luggage, the luggage that we are yet to get. I came with aboniki. I came with trouble. I will rub on my body with it. Like even from the inside, the way I'll be sweating. So that is it, guys. So that's how the whole journey went. So the whole experience, and I can't say if it was I don't know, just it was smooth to God's glory, just for the luggages that we did not get, and that was really painful though. Like it's so painful. We've not gotten our luggages till now, and the other Nigerians, I told you that they also had the same issue. Their own was even 5 bags. So I got the ladies' numbers for us to communicate. Apparently, ladies even going to the school that I'm going to study. So we exchanged numbers, and I reached out to, and I wish we reached out to each other. I said that okay, she has filled the form that same day. Told me she has, and that she received a mail that same day. She received a mail, but I am yet to receive any mail. But hopefully, we'll put a call through to them. And a friend was even saying that we should better sue them and tell them that, do you know what you're called? Anyway, guys, so that is it for now. That's how the whole experience went. So guys, stay tuned, as I will bringing you more and more interesting experience that I am having in the UK. Especially I'll be giving tips. I'm talking about things you need to watch out for, especially for those who are coming, those who plan to come, those who are coming this year, later this year. Like I am here to assist and to answer any of your questions. Mary B cares and she loves you.